Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this squad builder with me, your boy FIFA 1 HD, where we will be putting together a La Liga team with a difference, using some players maybe you wouldn't think to naturally use within a La Liga team, but also a team that presses and plays a bit like Liverpool do in terms of a lot of good attacking players on show that are very confident and comfortable on the ball with a great range of dribbling and passing and shooting as well, but also who work well within this formation and press high up. That's what I wanted to recreate, create a sort of very high pressing team that once it win the ball back can use it very, very wisely and has a lot of passing options. So this team costs around 300k, and if you do enjoy the video, please do remember to hit the hell out of that like button, because that will really help me out, and also the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. If you have any questions on the players that I've used, the team in general, ask all of those in the comments below, and if you have any improvements, leave those there too. So in goal, we're going to start off with the 86 rated inform Asenjo. Now, I liked his 84 rated card very, very much, but this inform version is ridiculous. I actually packed this around Team of the Year. I also packed 88 Oblak, but this card is better for me by an absolute mile. I like it mainly because it is an inform, which is always nice to have in the team, looks pretty. But in-game, he just blew me away. So reliable, great range of saves that he can make, both close range, from distance, and he picks the ball out. And what I tend to find with this goalkeeper is that he doesn't just save it, but he holds on to it, which is a real bonus, because so many good goalkeepers that I've had before would parry things into the path of the opposition or push it around for a corner, and that would obviously allow them to keep the attacks on the go, whereas this guy holds it, keeps it, and then uses his good distribution to get the ball moving forward and get the team up the pitch. So really like Asenjo, and I'd highly recommend him, as I would this guy. Not as glamorous, 81 Semedo, just a really reliable right back, let's be honest. 92 pace, is great going forward, great for getting back, very, very good with his dribbling as well, so he can really use the ball well. Passing is okay, not too shabby, and defence and physicality is pretty decent too. So at centre back, we have the partnership of Rafael Varane, and then we have inform Fernandez. Now I'll start off by talking about Varane, and this guy I cannot believe is as cheap as he is now. I picked him up for like 9k, which is just ridiculous. And what a player you are getting in return. 85 rated, so he's not going to go much lower price-wise because he'll always be useful for SBCs. But in-game, he is just absolutely incredible. 79 pace, really solid on a centre-back. Very, very quick, able to catch up with people and keep up with them very easily indeed. But then his defending is so good, and it feels much higher than the 84 that it's rated overall. And he's also much stronger, especially in the air. He rises really well, scored me a decent goal from a corner, but just in general his play was very, very good and really reliable. As was Fernandez, very similar in a lot of ways. Inform Fernandez with his 78 pace matches up really well with Varane, and then he's also got decent range of passing, so he can use it once he wins it back, and he will win it back because he's got 84 defence and 81 physicality. Didn't find him quite as imposing as Varane at times, but still really reliable, made some incredible tackles, always in good areas, and very, very good for keeping the score down and keeping the team defensively solid. At left back, we have another 85 rated player, and that is Jordi Alba. Very similar to Semedo in terms of that incredible pace, great for going forward, great for tracking back, really reliable in that respect, and very good dribbling. So he carries the ball well, good range of passing, great for overlapping. His defence though is also really solid. 81 overall, you can't really beat that for a fast fullback that has a great range of attacking attributes. That is really nice to have the defensive side equally matched, and his physicality isn't too bad too. Now at left midfield, we have a player that I really like, and that is second inform Guedes. I reviewed his first inform and loved that one. It was a great cheap beast. This one, because of Team of the Year, is exactly the same. But just look at those stats for a second. I'll probably end up using this guy in multiple teams, so I'll probably end up using him much further forward, left wing and left forward, for example. But look at those stats. 88 on the pace, 86 on the shooting, 82 passing, and 86 dribbling is just ridiculous. This guy, when he's got the ball, there are very few better. He's got the pace to go past people along with the dribbling. His shooting is so pinpoint accurate. He can hit it from miles out, but he can also score the nice one-on-one finishes too. A really reliable player that I would highly recommend you go out and buying, especially while he is so cheap. Now at central midfield, we've got another inform, and that is Garcia. Now this guy I would have never thought to use, I'll be honest. His card doesn't look that attractive. He's not the biggest name in the world where you'd have to have him. But he's a really reliable, solid player. And actually, when I was thinking about this position and I was probably going to go for Casemiro's regular goal card, this one was better in so many regards. He's not quick, yes, but he doesn't need to be. But what he is so imposing, great for winning the ball back. 87 physicality with 82 defense, which I have boosted with the chemistry style. Better passing than you'd get on Casemiro. Decent dribbling, okay shooting, although I never got him into attacking areas. He was all about winning the ball back for the team, just providing a screen in front of the back four, and he did that very, very well indeed. Very strong player to use. Right midfield, we go ahead and put in Dembele, one of the most OP cards in the game yet again. 91 pace is very nice indeed, especially when you combine the 88 dribbling, and this is what I'm talking about with what I mentioned earlier, whereby they press high, use the pace that they have, and then when they win the ball back, they've got a great range of dribbling ability to get the ball out of their feet, to move it nicely, to go past people, and a good range of passing too, whereby they can find each other very, very well. And Dembele linked up with everyone very, very well indeed, especially this guy who I'm going to put in now and talk about, and that is Griezmann. We'll also put in Isco, who filled the other cam spot, but we'll start off by talking about Griezmann. And why I actually changed his position from a striker down to cam was because he's got such a great range of attributes. He's really, really solid in the striking options, and what I love about him playing at cam is that he has a little bit more space. He can make last minute runs. Often the ball is played up into him, then into the striker then holds it up a little bit, and then with the incredible attack positioning that Griezmann possesses, he's there always going past him, making incredible runs with just a little give and go, and he's in and he is there to finish the opportunities. Really great pace. Finishing is so pinpoint accurate, both from inside and outside the box. His passing feels much better than the 78 overall, and his dribbling is just superb. As is Isco. Not the quickest out of the players that we're using in these attacking areas. He isn't the quickest, but he feels much quicker than 71 would suggest. When he has the ball, he is brilliant, and there are very few better even in this team. 83 shooting is ridiculous, especially when you consider that he has 88 finishing in game and 87 long shots. He scored me so many goals yet again. I love this card, and I would highly recommend going out and buying it. He currently costs around sort of 15 to 16k, and for an 86 rated player with a great Liga nation that delivers this amount of goals in any team that he's in is just insane. And he is so good. Great dribbling as well. Again, buys into that motto of how this team should play, and he does that really, really well. Now at striker, we finished the team off with second in form Aspas and his 86 rated card. Now I was really struggling for who I should play up front because I didn't have crazy money to go out and maybe buy Suarez and all of the really high-end special cards from this league, and this one stood out to me because it was around sort of 45k with incredible stats that I just meant I had to try it out. And he did not disappoint. A very, very solid striker. 84 pace, yes, isn't the quickest, but what he does have is a decent range of acceleration. 87 acceleration means he does get moving very, very quickly. Over that first sort of 20 yards or so, he will feel very rapid indeed. And then when he gets himself in, the fact that he has 88 shooting overall is just ridiculous. And when you look in game at his attribute details, as you can see here, 90 attack positioning, 91 finishing, 83 shot power, 84 long shots, volleys and penalties also really, really good. And then you throw in the dribbling stats that he has with his high agility, balance, reactions, ball control and dribbling, and you just have one hell of a player that just finishes time and time again. I could not tell you how good this guy is for the money. Really, really solid. And overall, the team, while it may not look filled with superstars and super glamorous like some of the other La Liga teams out there, it's actually really, really effective. But when you look at the players individually, they have some incredible stats. They're all playing very, very well. Now the 4-5-1 formation, as I mentioned, packs the midfield very, very tightly, and the players that we've got in those areas with the great pace, incredible dribbling and the good range of passing that they all possess mean they all interlink very, very well. And we'll have a look now at the player instructions that we've got on these guys that really buy in, as well as the custom tactics, to how this team presses and plays so well. So on Aspas we have stay central and get in behind with normal interceptions, but on Isco and Griezmann, as you can see, we have stay forward, free roam and aggressive interceptions on both. On Garcia we have stay back while attacking and aggressive interceptions, and then on everyone else they are just normal basically, so nothing really too key there. But these 4 players, the instructions seem to work very, very well on. Custom tactics, and as you can see, 40 on the speed, high, really high on the passing. We want players to be making runs on from each other, lots of triangles, lots of creativity that they do have. Free form on the positioning and on the chance creation positioning. That does mean that players can move around, they can interlink, and you can push people like Griezmann and Isco forward. Passing there high at 80, crossing at 45, shooting there at 70, and the defence high pressure at 60, not crazy but high, aggression there at 50, and team width at 40 with the defensive line of cover. So that was the team, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a really interesting team. Different sort of players used that maybe others wouldn't, but I really enjoyed this set of players. It proved very, very effective, and I hope you guys will enjoy seeing it too. And if you end up using any of them, or even the team in general, you'll end up being very, very pleased, as I was. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.